One of the principles that I hold very strongly in the way that I see health is that of movement. And movement is a way in which we actually create a different energy to the one that we're stuck with. We can be stuck physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. And movement in its best form, in my understanding, is through Qigong. And Qigong is a way of harnessing the Qi and creating meditative movement to help the body balance itself. I've been with a teacher over 20 years. I learn a particular style called Daiyangong, which is Wild Goose Qigong. And the benefits of this I could spend all day telling you of. The simplicity of it is to learn to breathe, to relax, to connect to acupuncture points throughout the body. So it's an understanding. This takes time. It takes time to understand the energy of our being. There are many books, there are many teachers, there are many different ways, and your journey is going to be the best. Your understanding is going to be the best. Nobody can tell you this is how it is. It's a discovery. It's a whole journey, and it's an exciting one. I've loved every minute of it, from the ups and the downs, and believe me, I've had many downs, some life-threatening ones, some that have challenged me, that have got me to think differently. And after all of these, I feel now my movement is getting better and better. Movement of our physical body, getting up off the chair, out of the bed, and doing movement consciously. And this is a big difference. Connecting to what we're doing. Connecting to our body, connecting to our breath, and how that moves through the body. It is an art, it's a skill, and to start with, a form. So from the beginning, the form gets us to become where we can become formless. Very difficult in our life right now just to begin with the formless and be intuitive or spontaneous. We've learnt, and we've got to the point now where our mind is so strong and it dictates most things in our lives. In the energetic understanding, we're now pretty much in our head, and our feeling between the second and the third dantian is limited with the energy at those places. So if we lead from the head, the forms that we learn, certainly to start with, keep us in our head, but after practice and more practice, we learn to let go. We learn to move naturally. We learn to breathe naturally. The difference between naturally and normally is one of nature and one is practice. Normally is what we've practiced. A normal breath as we get to adulthood can be very, very shallow, can be very, very restrictive, but it's our normal breath. We've got used to it. It's very caught up in emotion. The breath will be caught up a lot in the upper part of the chest. Not a great deal of abdominal or belly breathing. But when we get to the natural, this is where it settles. This is the beginning. When you watch babies, this is where they breathe from. This is so natural for them. And it really is going back to that natural way of movement. I know my youngest child, who's now 8 months, and just watching her and studying her for periods of time and how she breathes and how she moves, it's beautiful. I want to help you get back to that natural way of being.